Hey cat lovers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that might completely change how you interpret your cat's expressions forever. That adorable feline smile you think you're seeing? It might not mean what you think, and the truth behind it is actually pretty unsettling. Stay with me until the end. What you learn today could fundamentally transform your relationship with your mysterious feline companion. We've all seen those viral photos of smiling cats that make our hearts melt. Their mouths slightly open, corners turned up in what looks just like a human grin. Adorable, right? Well, here's where things get complicated. What humans interpret as a happy smile can actually be something completely different in cat language. That expression with the slightly open mouth and apparent upturned corners? In many cases, it's actually the Flehmen response, a physiological reaction where cats are gathering scent information, or worse, it could be a sign of respiratory distress or nausea. Cat behaviorists are increasingly concerned about the trend of celebrating smiling cats online. When cats appear to smile with an open mouth, they're often either panting, which in cats, unlike dogs, is rarely normal, preparing to hiss, or accessing their vomeronasal organ to process complex scents. This miscommunication between species happens because humans are hardwired to recognize and respond to smiles. We're so programmed to interpret upturned mouths as positive that we project this understanding onto our cats, often missing critical health or stress signals they're actually displaying. So how can you tell the difference between a content cat and one that's stressed or ill? It's all about context and accompanying body language. A relaxed, happy cat typically has a closed mouth or might be softly purring with their eyes in a slow blink or slightly squinted position. Their whiskers will be pointing forward or relaxed to the sides, and their ears will be in a neutral or slightly forward position. In contrast, a cat with an open mouth might be experiencing respiratory difficulty preparing for defensive action or engaging their vomeronasal organ, the Flehmen response. You'll notice flared nostrils, a stiff posture, and often dilated pupils or flattened ears accompanying these smiles. Persian Himalayan and other brachycephalic, flat-faced breeds are particularly prone to breathing difficulties that can cause open-mouth expressions misinterpreted as smiles. These cats already struggle with compromised airways, and mistaking respiratory distress for happiness can delay critical medical intervention. Understanding the difference isn't just about avoiding misinterpretation. It could be a matter of life or death for a cat experiencing breathing problems or serious illness. One of the most commonly misinterpreted smile expressions is the Flehmen response, a behavior that has nothing to do with emotion and everything to do with scent analysis. When cats encounter an interesting or intense odor, they may curl back their upper lip, open their mouth slightly, and appear to be grimacing or smiling. What they're actually doing is drawing air into their vomeronasal organ, also called Jacobson's organ, located in the roof of their mouth. This specialized scent processing organ allows cats to analyze complex chemical signals, particularly pheromones from other cats. It's especially common when male cats detect a female in heat, when cats encounter unfamiliar animal scents, or even when investigating potent human foods or chemicals. During the Flehmen response, you might notice your cat holding this smile expression for several seconds while appearing to zone out. They're not experiencing joy. They're essentially performing complex scent analysis that provides them information about their environment and other animals. This behavior evolved as a crucial survival and reproductive mechanism, allowing wild cats to detect prey predators and potential mates through chemical signals. It's a remnant of their evolutionary heritage that persists in our domestic companions. Now we need to talk about something even more serious. When apparent smiles are actually signs of medical distress. Cats are stoic animals that instinctively hide pain and illness. By the time a cat is showing obvious symptoms like open-mouth breathing or panting, they may already be in critical condition. Veterinarians report numerous cases where owners delayed seeking treatment because they misinterpreted serious symptoms as cute expressions. Dr. Elizabeth Foster, an emergency veterinary specialist, recounts a case where owners shared smiling photos of their cat on social media for weeks, unaware their pet was suffering from congestive heart failure causing respiratory distress. By the time they sought veterinary care, the condition had progressed significantly. Conditions that can cause open-mouth smiling expressions include asthma and respiratory infections, heart disease, heat stroke, pain or nausea, anxiety and fear, and dental disease or oral pain. Anytime a cat is regularly open-mouth breathing or appearing to smile, outside of brief Flehmen responses, it warrants immediate veterinary attention. Unlike dogs, panting is never normal for cats except after extreme exertion or in very high temperatures. Recent scientific advances have revolutionized our understanding of cat facial expressions. Researchers at the University of Calgary developed a feline facial action coding system, or FELFAX, to objectively measure and categorize cat facial movements. Using this system, scientists identified 15 distinct facial action units in cats, specific muscle movements that create different expressions. Unlike dogs, who have evolved specialized muscles for communicating with humans, cats' facial expressions remain remarkably similar to their wild ancestors. This explains why cats are generally harder to read than dogs. They haven't evolved to communicate with humans through facial expressions. Their communication style relies more heavily on subtle body language, vocalizations, and scent marking. The most fascinating finding: cats primarily communicate through their eyes and ears rather than their mouths. A slow blink, sometimes called a cat kiss, is one of the few facial expressions definitively linked to positive emotions. The position and movement of their ears provide more emotional information than any mouth position. When cats do display open mouth expressions, it's almost always linked to either the Flehmen response, defensive behavior, or physiological needs rather than expressing emotion. Our misinterpretation of cat smiles isn't universal. It varies significantly across cultures and is largely a recent internet phenomenon. In Japan, where cat ownership has ancient roots, there's a more nuanced understanding of feline expressions. The concept of nekojita, cat tongue, acknowledges cats' sensitivity to temperature and respects panting as a sign of discomfort rather than an amusing expression. In contrast, Western social media has popularized anthropomorphized portrayals of smiling cats, often adding human-like captions to photos of cats in various states of stress or medical distress. Feline behaviorists note that cultures with traditional working relationships with cats, such as farm communities where cats served as mousers, typically demonstrate more accurate readings of feline body language. These communities recognize that a cat with an open mouth is usually in a heightened state requiring attention, not expressing joy. This cultural conditioning can have serious consequences. Misinterpreting warning or distress signals leads to bites, scratches, and delayed medical treatment. When we project human expressions onto cats, we miss what they're actually trying to tell us. So if the smile isn't an indicator of a happy cat, how can you tell when your feline is genuinely content? A truly happy cat communicates with subtle but clear signals. Soft, relaxed eyes with slow blinks forward or relaxed whisker position. Ears in neutral or slightly forward position. A gently vibrating or swishing tail tip, not the whole tail. Kneading behavior with front paws purring in most contexts. Relaxed posture, often with exposed belly, though this isn't an invitation to touch. Cats express contentment through these subtle signals rather than obvious facial expressions. Learning to read these quieter communications is essential for understanding your cat's emotional state. Understanding your cat's unique communication style is the foundation for building trust. Cats evolved as both predators and prey, making them naturally cautious and subtle in their expression. Respecting this evolutionary heritage means paying attention to the small signals they do offer, rather than expecting the overt expressions we see in humans or dogs. This deeper understanding doesn't diminish the human-feline bond, it strengthens it. By respecting cats as the complex, subtle communicators they are, we can build safer, more meaningful relationships with our enigmatic companions. The next time you think your cat is smiling, take a moment to assess the whole situation. Are they truly expressing contentment through other body language? Or might they be communicating something that requires your attention? If this video changed how you view your cat's expressions, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join our community for more eye-opening feline behavior content every week. And if you want more videos about cat body language, smash that like button to let me know. The more we understand our cat's true language, the better guardians we can be for them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you and your feline friends in the next video.